The Mahindra 3XO EV was unveiled a few days ago, and honestly, this is probably the most underwhelming car that Mahindra have revealed in a while, and they've been showing off some really awesome cars lately. But this car, honestly, the concept of it, who it's supposed to be for, it never really made sense to me because, and this kind of goes the same for the Nexon EV in my opinion. Now, I'll explain why. Now, the Mahindra 3XO EV, well, it it's an EV first of all, and yeah, people aren't really that interested in EV these days. But if it's a good enough value, then okay, a lot of people might be interested still. But this car, from an EV point of view, I don't really see the value in it because when you look at the price that it's starting at, I think it's 13.8 something lakhs ex showroom. So I'm guessing that car, when you get it on road, it's gonna be, depending on the place, it's still gonna be a lot of money. And this is a compact SUV, an EV, compact SUV EV. And if it had incredible range and all that, then yeah, I guess the price could somewhat be justified. But from what I seen, the information I gotten, the range seems to be 285 kilometers of claim range from a 39 kilowatt hour battery pack, 39 point something kilowatt hour battery pack. And if the claim range is 285, well, when it comes to EVs, the range, well, we have to take a rough guess as to what the range might actually be. And usually it's about, safe to guess, 100 kilometers below the claim range. That would be accurate in real world and all that. But and in that case, if this car, the claim range is 285, honestly, I'm not seeing that this car getting more than 200 kilometers of range, and I feel like that range figure is just way too small considering the price of this car and the value that it's supposed to offer to people in terms of the EV component and all that. Save money on petrol and diesel and going for electricity instead. And that's the main thing. The price is the main thing, then the range, and together they're not a good combination. And then there's the fact that it seems like this is now a smaller car, because this car, I think this car's gonna be replacing the XUV 400, the electric version of the XUV 300, the previous generation. And this car is a sub 4 meter car, whereas that car was a 4.2 meter car. So you're actually getting a smaller car now. The car's now smaller, and cars getting smaller, honestly, that seems a bit. I don't know if people are going to be okay with that. People want their cars to get bigger, but I don't know, maybe there was some benefits to it with the sub 4 meter stuff, and maybe the 4.2 meters, maybe the cost would go up and all that. But still, when you think about it, the previous generation was a bigger car, and this being a smaller car, that's not really a good look. And then there's the looks of the car. Now, the looks of the 3XO, the ICE version, well, honestly, it isn't really all that good looking. I mean, it's different, I guess. But yeah, the front, it's not really good looking. There's no way around it. And this EV version, well, I think it looks pretty much the same except for the copper accents and all that, which the XUV 400 also had. So I put that all together, and this seems like a really uncompelling package. And sure, the Mahindra probably added some features and all that, since it's a newer car. But still, the fundamentals of what people are looking for this type of car, this car doesn't really fit it. The price is too high. I mean, at that price point, people could just look at ICE versions of mid-size SUVs. Those are bigger cars, and the range is not that compelling either. And it's a smaller car, and all that together, yeah, I don't see this car doing all that well. And the XUV400, well, at least that was a bigger car. Although the XUV400 and the Nexon EV, those cars, the price, it was too high. And I get it, EVs are more expensive, but it has to be compelling enough for people to buy them. And unless you're a hardcore EV fan who wants an EV, getting a mid-size SUV, you get a bigger car. Sure, you have to spend more money on petrol and all that, but still, getting a bigger car is something people do care about. And yeah, I think the pricing should have been at least a bit more aggressive, maybe 11 lakh starting price or something. But at this price point, well, we have to wait and see how well the car does. And honestly, with the XUV400, I didn't really see a lot of them on the road. And I guess the Nexon EV did do well for a while. I don't know what the state is now. I'm not really seeing a new Nexons EVs on road these days. Well, I'm guessing that's probably because of the price of the big battery pack to get the great range and all that. So yeah, pricing is an issue in this segment when there's competition that's bigger and seems like more value to customers. So I think Mahindra should think about revising the price and cut it down by at least 2 lakhs, and at that, then maybe it'll be more compelling. But this price tag for what it's offering, it's just way too much. So